you're missing the point. Garnacho dived because he overran the ball and lost it. So what he did, he tried to dive to con the referee. The referee see what he did, and that led to a chance for Fulham. Watch it again.
You know what it is. 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 It's the allowance you're having because it's a forward player. Because forward players don't get the same allowances from referees. So, for example, when a forward player, is pressing a defender, yeah, what happens 9 times out of 10 when he goes towards the corner? The defender sticks out his butt, and as soon as he feels the slightest contact, he's diving over the ball, acting like he's been fouled. 9 times out of 10, it gets called a foul, right? The softest of touches. But if a forward player does the same thing, it's not called as a free kick. He messed up in terms of game intelligence. Yeah.
There you go. He has 0 game intelligence. And if you have 0 game intelligence, unfortunately, you are not going to be a top player. There you go, Len.
He's young.
Bro, Lamine Yamal is 17. I don't want to hear young.
No one's telling me. No one can tell me that Lamine Yamal hasn't had a quiet or bad game or hasn't dived.
Let me say this.
No one can tell me that.
You guys, I can tell you guys are Garnacho fans. That's cool.
I'm not. Who?
I can tell you.
I'm not a Garnacho.
I'm pointing out the inconsistency.
No. I can tell you. I know you guys are Garnacho fans.
Hold on. I'm a fan of any of your players that underperform. Yeah, but I'm not saying this stuff for that reason. I'm just pointing out the inconsistency. Because remember, I've said Amad Diallo is a good player, but you need to ease up on him in terms of expectation. And then when I asked who deserved to be in the starting lineup, 9 times out of 10, people will tell you it's people who delivered in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. Every player is going to miss chances, forward player. Every forward player is going to get dispossessed. Yeah. They get dispossessed quite often because they take more risks. So things like that happened. When he overplayed, did he overplay because the players around him didn't make the correct runs? He didn't get a pass in space, didn't get an option? Or was he just dwelling on the board?
He overplayed, yeah, because it was poor quality. That's my point. Amad, when Alex mentioned that Amad dived, yeah, that's a different situation because Amad is trying to drive into the box. And as we know, these referees give stuff for anything, yeah. Garnacho tried to do some dead step over. Yeah, then he overran the ball, tried to dive. That led to Fulham's chance. Again, you mentioned it. Yeah, game intelligence. He has 0. And as I said, with Garnacho, yeah, there's people that rate him. Cool, I don't mind. From my 30 plus years of watching football, I can tell you this for free. This guy is not good enough. I don't care what anyone says. He is not good enough. And if he's starting in 2024 for Man United regularly, I promise you this now, Man United are a mid-table team with him on the flank.
But he didn't start.
I promise you.
He didn't start. The argument wasn't that he started. The argument was who did enough to deserve to start in the next game.
Amad did enough to start the game. Sancho hasn't been given a chance. Yeah, so why not? So if you want to drop Rashford for Garnacho because Garnacho got some assists, then by all means, but just make sure Xerxes is playing up top. I don't have a problem with Garnacho starting ahead of Rashford because, to be honest with you, they're both average anyway. But the fact that Sancho isn't being given the chance because his manager just likes runners is what I'm trying to tell you. He likes players that just run off the ball, which is why he's playing Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes together. So if you want to start Garnacho ahead of Rashford because Rashford's been poor, then that's cool. But Sancho needs to be given that chance as well. That is the issue.
I just find it funny we spent so long talking about Garnacho.
Bro, this guy, you know what it is?
Man said, yeah, but I'm gonna dive too.
Yeah. Do you know why you say that?
Man was ready to snipe.
No, because Alex is trying to draw an agenda. That's what he's doing. That's what you call an agenda.
That's not an agenda.
Bro, that's an agenda. I was chatting about Garnacho, and you're bringing Amad's name to it. It wasn't about that.
Both of us said we don't like the player. Yeah, we don't rate the player highly. We're pointing out the inconsistencies in what you were saying.
It's a different scenario though. Different scenario. You can't compare Amad when he supposedly dived, yeah, that was a different scenario. That wasn't Ahmad's lack of ability, yeah. Garnacho dived because his lack of ability and tried to con the referee. I promise you, watch it again, you'll see. Dead step over, ran the ball, overran the ball, tried to dive. The referee see what he did, play on. They almost scored from it. But again, they're giving him a match rating based on his supposed assist. Trust me, he put the ball in the box and Xerxes finished it. That's
so
it.
basically, his diving quality, his diving stats aren't high enough in your opinion.
well, let's just say he's not Tom Daly. You know what I mean?
Oh gosh,
he's not Tom Daly. But anyway, let's move on from that guy. Anyway, but
no,
what did you make?
I fully agree with what I think both sides are saying. I think I agree with you for what you're saying is like people do deserve a fair chance. Like you can't play a man throughout preseason who's had good games in preseason. Obviously, he's not going to be consistent in every preseason game, but he has been good in preseason. To then drop him in a community shield and then drop him for the first game of the season. The only good thing I can say is from Eric Ten Hag is he's learned from his mistake and not said something fucking stupid that's again put Sancho in a situation where he's felt like, I've got to say something because that's not true.
Yeah.
I also agree with what Lenz is saying as like Garnacho will probably have to be the one that starts because.
What are you saying? What start Garnacho for next game? You're saying
over Diallo, he's probably got to start. Yeah.
Okay. Why not over Rashford then?
No, 100%. He's starting him over Rashford all day long. But I'm saying if you've got to do that, because you know that Rashford's not going to get dropped.
But there you go. Rashford
has been poor. Rashford was poor preseason, poor Community Shield, poor first game of the season. But we know that next game that comes in, Sancho's not going to start.
Wait, you've got Tottenham next, right?
No, we've got Brighton on Saturday, 12:30.
Sancho's not going to start. So it's either between your right mid, who will most likely be Ahmad, and then who's going to be your left mid. The left mid's naturally going to be Rashford. When it should be, in actual fact, it should be either Sancho or Garnacho. And if you're not going to give it to Sancho, you're going to have to give it to Garnacho. But I also disagree with the fact that with what you're saying, if Garnacho starts, then we are a mid-table side. And I'm just going to be so honest with you. We're a mid-table side, regardless if he starts or doesn't start. We haven't got any team chemistry. I don't even think half the players even like each other or get on with each other. I don't feel any team spirit from them. I think there might be cliques. I also feel with the way Sancho's, like I've looked at Dortmund's PR treatment when Sancho came back and the amount of love that he got to the treatment that Sancho has got since he's been back. I don't feel that he feels wanted by this club at all. And obviously you can look into this whole social media thing and say he's not posted and blah, 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 because every fan's been saying, oh, he hasn't posted, so he doesn't want to be here. Obviously, we don't look, as a footballer, and I'm sure you've probably been at this stage because you've played at a higher level than both of us. Obviously, actually, to be fair, I shouldn't even talk because I don't know what level of football Lenz has played to. But
don't worry, we'll get into that in a bit later.
Knowing that as a football player that, yeah, you've come back, your club's told you they don't want you, but you've had a clear the air talk, and your manager's still not come out and said, you know what, we've had this clear the air talk. He's done that half and said, yeah, we've washed it under the thing. Him now as the manager should be saying, even though he said, oh yeah, we want to keep good players at these clubs, he's not specifically come out and said, all right, he's not gone to the higher ups and said, listen, take him off the transfer list. He's staying. Like right now, Sancho in his head he's thinking, am I leaving? Am I staying? Am I here till the winter? And then once it gets to January, am I gone? Am I back into the same position? How many games am I playing. Like, we don't know what's going through his head. So obviously, them posting on social media is just gonna look stupid, because he might post, "Oh yeah, first day back in training, glad to be back," blah blah blah, and then it's just like, "Oh yeah, he's gone next week." So what have I posted stuff about? Not that social media matters, but it's all these things that add up as a player. Like, people are so quick to say, "Oh yeah, a player's been getting paid X amount, so he's got to perform." No, money doesn't mean you have to perform. I go to work every day. I'm not going to have a good day at work. Some days I go into work and I work my ass off and I feel like, yeah, I earned my money. And some days I just go in and I'm just like, all right, I'm just here. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a job at the end of the day. And like, I do feel like Garnacho is getting a lot of love, where he hasn't done anything super outstanding for him to deserve that much love from the fans.
You know why he's gonna get love from the fans?
It's because of that.
Because
it's because of that.
Of the few goals he scored last season,
bro, it's meant to do that. It's because of that.
Let's
call it what it is. Let's call it what it is.
A couple of them were the type of goals where someone scores and you're like, "Oh, I can see quality there. Oh, I can see a bit of hype there." The same thing with Harvey Elliott's goal. I think his last goal of the season, when he just hit it top bins. I think it was against Tottenham or something like that.
Another guy that's better than Garnacho.
Sensational goal, yeah. And then you have the goal that Garnacho scored when he did the overhead kick. You got a ton of hype, yeah. When a young player scores a goal like that, they get hyped.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So it's understandable that in the position that Man United are on now, every young player that does something that looks good, they're going to get hyped. Kobe Mainoo, Amad Diallo, and Garnacho. Rightly or wrongly, you'll see over the next 3 to 4 years which one deserved the hype.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I agree with that.
Mark my words. Mark my words. Yeah. And we're gonna have this conversation again. This guy, you know, this season, obviously he'll get through this season. I give it next season, he'll be shipped off to somewhere, because he ain't gonna be good enough. I promise you. The thing is, if Amad was given 10 games in a row, just like Garnacho or Sancho was given 10 games in a row, and they didn't perform, I'm happily up for the discussion of, you know what, they've been given the chances, they haven't produced. It's time to bring in someone else. Yeah,
but
the fact that Garnacho,
that's how you should do,
and that's how it should be. But the fact that Garnacho, I mean, again, I don't even want to talk about this guy because he's rubbish as well.
Getting dropped for now. He's not getting dropped.
How can Højlund, how can a striker like that go? He went 15 games without a goal. 15 games without a goal, and people are saying give him a chance. You can't tell me.
You know what?
Of course you can.
You can't tell me.
Of course you can. Okay. Let me tell you about. Okay, wait, hold on.
Bro.
Let me tell you about a striker who used to do the robot when he scored.
Peter
Scored
Crouch.
the perfect hat trick against Arsenal. Do you know how long he didn't go with he went without a goal for? I don't even remember how many games. I just never expected him to score.
But Peter Crouch had quality. Højlund don't have no quality. So there can be allowances for that.
Bro, if he didn't have any quality, hold on. If he didn't have any quality, how did he end up at Man United?
Who's that?
Højlund. Yeah.
Because there's outside influences. That's why. Again, that's a question for another day. Yeah.
That sounds like money laundering. That sounds like money laundering is basically the
cool. Yeah. If you want to say money laundering, I'm with you, because I'm telling you now, it makes no sense why you would spend that amount of money on a guy that wasn't even starting regularly for Atalanta. I'm telling you. Like, it's like no one can tell me otherwise.
I hate to do this again, but Amad was.
Amad wasn't starting regularly for Atalanta. The difference is again, Amad was showing glimpses, and Amad cost 40 million, not 73.
Yeah, but
or
the
72.
The market has changed drastically.
Nah, let's not lie. They signed him for 72 million, yeah. Because just like what Len said, yeah, they trying to think this guy was going to be the next Haaland. That's what it is. That's all it is.
Hold
That's
on,
what it
hold
is.
on, hold on. The market has changed, and in general,